Good morning. It is very early morning on 11/13/2021, and I've been wanting to share this with you for a few days now, in that just some sequence of events that happened. I had a dream back, it looks like in August 2021, at the beginning of August, and I haven't shared that dream or the interpretation of that dream. It's pretty awesome how God will sometimes interpret your dreams for you if you ask Him and pray about it. It's pretty cool. So the dream was related to some family members that are in a bad situation right now. And anyway, so this was like a drawing that I did after a sketch that I had done in the diary related to the dream. But basically, this one is showing that they've been freed. You know, the family members have been freed. They were pretty much caged up, even though they had a way to get out on their own. God made a way of an escape for them. So this was in, looks like August 18th, or so it wasn't the beginning of August 18th, 2021, that I had drawn this up. So I think the dream may have happened, I don't know if it's a few days or weeks before. I didn't look it up, but so anyway, I was going to share with you that on October 17th, 2021, God had that morning and instructed me with some things to do, and one of them was just painting the back of this wave and the board on this wave here. And you can see that video and some God thoughts from that morning on a previous video that actually shows this wave. But I wanted to share with you what happened that day. Later that day, I had to go to my business location to meet somebody, and I happened to walk in, and I had these books. There was these books that were there, and I hadn't seen them because we had a customer donate some books. And so and here it says Escaping the Giant Wave. And this wave that I had painted is, it's like a stormy wave. I mean, and it's a giant wave, it's very stormy. So I just thought this was interesting, that this was the order of the books and how they were. And so that was pretty cool. And then the next book, it says Andy Shane is not in love, which I actually take that as a family member is in a relationship that they think is love, but it's not love. It is not in love. And then in my personal life, God has revealed that I will be getting married in the future, and here's a wedding planner that was underneath that. So I thought that was pretty cool. So then the other thing is that I have this drawing that I did, and I hadn't colored it until let's see, November 10th, 2021, and I actually sketched it out on 4/28/2021. I tried to find a prayer writing for that period of time to see on that date, to see if there was something that ended up kind of matching the drawing. But what I did find was that on the 25th of April 2021, there's just some things that happen in real time. Like I listened to a Toby Mac video, and it's called Help is on the Way. And then after that was a video that I watched on YouTube, In His Time. And so then I prayed, and let's see what else. Oh, okay. So then the other thing that I did is Kat Kerr. Not everybody. Um, she's really interesting lady, but Kat Kerr, the lady with the pink hair, I've watched a lot of her videos, and she does this one. She did this one cheer for the hosts of heaven, um, which is the army of heaven, which is the angels. You know, that we can call upon the host of heaven to basically go in and deal with the demonic realm and just raise havoc with the demonic realm. So I did that cheer, it looks like, on the 25th of that month in April. And so then after that, there's a, looks like on the maybe the 26th of April, I had a dream. And so I just made some notes about the dream, and the dream was, it's like in the dream I was seeing things played out, and there was a room with tables that were covered. There was people lined up selling. I'm not sure selling what, but some put on some white trench coats. So some of the people put on some white trench coats, and they may have covered their hair, but then what in the dream I saw was people come out with paint, is like a paint sprayer with a mixer, and goggles apparently, and they were scattering paint all over the people in the white trench coats. I'm sorry, my tongue is getting twisted here. And it was an event, and it was just crazy. It was a crazy event. So it was, of course, a dream. So I said, Lord, do you have an interpretation for this? And what God thoughts revealed were to show you what some people put up with, and so to show you what some people put up with, and to call it fun. And then it said and it mentioned my family member, is putting up with a lot, but it is not fun. And so I share, yes, Lord, please help me to do right things to get her out of there. And God revealed, yes, my daughter, she needs love, my love. And so in real time, I had sent a text to this family member. And then the next day, I had seen in the clouds outside the house, and it was above the house, and it was an angel, like the clouds were formed. There was like this one angel, and the body, from the neck to the waist, was shaped like a heart. I took a picture of it. I tried to do a little video of it, but it was really cool. And so I think that has something to do with that prayer that I did, or that cheer I did on April 25th, 2021. And so I just want to share those things with you. And so this drawing here, I didn't actually outline it and color it until just a few days ago on November 10th, 2021. And I just think I was kind of and I colored this one. I colored this one on the same day, because I'm supposed to work on art and every day, and I have drawings that I haven't complete. And this was just a sketch. I really didn't expect to actually color this way and finish it this way. But I was looking at it after it was all colored, and it actually looks like these were supposed to be steps. And actually in the dream, there was these steps that were like triangular shaped that was coming from heaven and or the heavens, the sky to the earth into a remote area actually. And at the time, I saw, a child coming down these steps, and the cage was actually down like around here, and then the child would go into the cage, and it's like she posted something with her hand like on the inside of the cage, and then she would walk out. So she'd come in and walk out, but she had come down, and it was like a little play area. It's like she was playing. But anyway, there's more interpretation for that dream, but I just thought it was interesting how I ended up drawing this, in that it's like this cage, it actually looks like an arm had lifted the cage up, and those were the steps, and so to me, that's like, the arm and the hand of God, um, lifting the cage off, and here's a balloon that, was within the cage, and it couldn't rise, it couldn't get out of the cage until the cage was lifted. So that's pretty cool. So I did that one, and then of course I told you I did this one as well. And this one to me represents, Bachelor number 1, my true love revealed, in that um, what it, what it represents to me is that he's raised his hands to the Lord, and he is like cried out to the Lord for help, or hopefully to secure his heart in the Lord if he hasn't already. And his nickname is, Blue, if you're following my channel. But I felt like after I had colored these, that little did I know, maybe, something was released in the spiritual realm by me doing something physically that I was supposed to do in trying to complete these things, work on this art. And then another thing that I didn't share just a few minutes ago that I should have shared maybe before these drawings, but is when I got to the house after that day that I had met the customer and seen those books, there was a book at the house, and I think I brought these books, some books from the store, to look them over, or to maybe give this one to someone. But I didn't really remember this book until I got home, and I seen this book. Look at this. It says Survival in Evasion and Escape. So anyway, I just think just the title and just the order of the books and the orchestration of my steps that day is just amazing, and that, God is going to provide a way of escape from the evil that tries to overtake us. And, instead of us being overtaken by the wave, that through the power of our Creator, our true Father above, giver of life, we could ride this wave out of the storm instead of being overtaken by the storm. And in some of my other prayer writings, you could hear that I've shared, God has revealed the evil will not prevail. And I do have another writing, just a short one here, from around the time that one drawing was done on the 28th, and it said, let's see, it's God Thoughts, and it says, here, I'm sorry, it said, gave me a list of instructions, and then I asked the Lord, I said, thank you, continue to help. I don't feel I'm doing very well. And the Lord revealed, my child, do not be dismayed, for I am with you. I will comfort you. And then a little bit later, let's see, sorry. Okay, this one would have been, looks like May 1st. I actually had a dream about my high school boyfriend, which is bachelor number 1. And in the dream, we were on a trip in a vehicle that was like a bus. And anyway, he opened the door and gave me something small, like a small bouquet of flowers, and a small, like it's an object card. I think it was like a card that you open it up, and it's like paper, but it formed, like you open it up and it's like 3-dimensional with flowers. But anyway, there's more to that dream, but I wanted to share with you God thoughts. After that was it was, resting in me is good for your soul. Fellowship is good for your heart. My word is so good for your mind, your life, your being. Singing praises is good for the heart, mind, and soul. I love you. Thank you for resting in me this day. Now go and have some fellowship and praise this evening. My sweet daughter is what God revealed. That wasn't what I was wanting to share with you, but there was another writing that said, let's see, this one is looks like maybe May 5th. Yes, God thoughts, yes, a mighty work to be done. Yes, my child, I weapon not against flesh and blood. It is the principalities of darkness I overcome. Evil will not prevail. So that's really what I wanted to share with you, instead of the one just before that. But anyway, I just thought I would share these things with you, and just again encourage you all to look to the Lord in all your ways, and just draw near to Him, and He will reveal things to you, and He will make Himself real to you. And if you're having struggle with that, sometimes we do. Sometimes, even for me and other people, we've tried to draw near to the Lord, and it's like the enemy just, like, I don't know, it's like it seems like God doesn't feel so near. But we need to just be persistent at that, and even if we need to have other people pray with us to draw near, just spend time in the Word. Even memorizing scripture helps too, to draw near to the Lord, singing praises like God revealed earlier. But we need His instruction in this life. There's so many wolves in sheep's clothing out there, and we really need the Holy Spirit to help us discern against the enemy and their tactics and their ways, because God is the one who's all-powerful, almighty, all-seeing, all-knowing. So we can rely on Him for our instructions and our steps for each day. All right, I hope something I shared was encouraging to you. Get some journals. If you don't have a journal, go buy one, and buy a nice journal, because I find that, if you find a journal that you really like, you will write in it more, and even get a pen that you really like, that flows well. that's a nice pen that you can keep with that journal to write with. All right. Um, have a great weekend. It's now Saturday morning. So I just pray and hope you guys all have a great weekend. Take care. God bless.